The U.S. did it in Atlanta in 1996. They're already guaranteed to be the first First Nations to medal since the U.S. Tomorrow, I'm find out when St. Matthew. I'm glad we changed out and out for years ago. A lot of Gonna do a lineup for those guys. Just a couple minutes for women to get a break. I did it. Now, 3 back first of the song. So, let's inside within 6. The U.S. approach to back to about 20 off the screen. James steps up. 48 caught up inside. That's why I like this lineup for friends. They get an opportunity to post both Yabusele and restore, but also too Yabusele can stretch the floor as well. Clear the left leg for takeoff. King James back atop his row. There's a breakdown somewhere. My friend, you need LeBron James wide open. It looked like the game that gave the U.S. an advantage on the volley on the drive. Step back, Jay. He backed it off. He didn't call. He definitely didn't. But then he goes here, it doesn't matter. Midway through the fourth. James, again. Hands to Rance. Fifteen turnover of the night for the U.S. He definitely was holding his opposite, his wrist. He couldn't collect the ball. Honestly, go to the bench. Back in, along with Adebayo, Curry, Holiday, and Booker. A lot of Embiid, it really surged a bit to each half. They played 11 in this whole medal game. The mismatch. Even though Drew Holiday is a great defender, right eye score, he thought Yabusele was going to come back instead of the 16th, maybe the 10th French turnover. Booker left alone. David blocked. Durant collects again. Russell got a piece of 2 plays. Up ahead, 2 ball front. He was looking for the sword. Stop running. He stopped running a little bit. And now LeBron James will check back in for Holiday. 3 big dogs.
Bron. Y'all better thank God for Bron.
It was just a calm down break. It wasn't a rest break at all. He don't need a rest break now. His last Olympics before 15 left. It was officially 31 seconds.
Man, you are terrible intimate.
It's the package they went to right here.
I'm saying it's on this one.
LeBron called Steph Curry to put the one or the smaller guy on the other Steph to put him in some action. That confuses you a little bit with the way Steph Curry runs his pick and roll.
$82.74.
That's 48 penalties. U.S. shooting the rest of the year. What he was 40. 4 minutes to play.
Is there any doubt?
Nicolo drives. Nicolo catches it. Sneak inside. Finish right there.
That was a really good finish. Golly.
A great job
Let's see if France can turn up the heat. The U.S. turn up the heat. Let's see if this is going to be a true nail biter. Oh, yeah, I saw that was a bad pass. Bad pass. He fouled twice. He was fouled twice. If you're going to foul him, Steph, just push him. Yeah, terrible pass. Oh, yeah, it's looking to be a nail. Come on, Steph. You're supposed to be PG of all times. What kind of passes? What kind of pass is that?
We have to see it a lot in this tournament. But a few times throughout this game, we've watched USA be a little discombobulated on the offensive end of the floor. And sometimes it's still said last game, because you have another guy like LeBron James, who overmax.
Hey, 5 turnovers, Bron.
Coming off the heels of the triple.
This dude's gonna get MVP of France during this game for sure. Absolutely, for sure. He was trying to throw that to Booker. About to have another turnover. That's 2 turnovers, back to back, back to back. France scored on both of them. Oh my God! Come on, Anthony Davis. You got to fight. Oh, Wemby brought that down himself. Uh-oh, we got a game. We got a game. It is crazy. We got a game. Bang! All right, big time Perry 3. Man, you needed that. You needed that, but you got 2 minutes and seconds. You got to clean up. You got to clean up. Come on, U.S. You got to clean up. You tell me the international basketball is not close? Kidding me. Uh-oh. The right just hit him in the head. That's what they need to do. Just let Steph Curry be. But this is a game. You cannot deny. I don't care what Gilbert Arenas said. The international game is almost right there. You have the best of the best in the NBA, and they still killing it.
U.S. in this tournament have shot 45%
2 minutes, 22 seconds. France 79, USA 85. Kevin Durant just hit the free throw. 2 of those. 79 to pull out here, and they're going to need not to be sloppy down the stretch because France have been making them pay. Coming down, if Bron is trailing you, just get out the way, let him get the block. That's for Steph Curry. That's Bron's specialty. This is the last quarter. 87, 79, U.S. on top. 2 minutes, 22 seconds.
Really track this team as leadership, all 3 of them that have shown the brightest in this tournament. Well, you have some of the best basketball minds sitting there on their bench. You have their exposure. You have Steve Kerr, you have Ty Lue as your coaches, you have Mark Rubio as college coaches, but then you have great basketball. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. So at this time of the game, you feel so confident knowing that you have those individuals on your side.
Come on, let's get
An outstanding goal.
Wimby has been outstanding. Outstanding.
I'm surprised that Fournier is getting right now.
They're bringing in Fournier for some offensive power. That might. Abatelli is killing him. I mean, he pretty much beat him by himself. Not beat him, but challenging them.
Second gold medal in France, trying to eventually off the gold medal game in Tokyo. The gold base finishes.
Man, come on, US. What are we doing? What are we doing? I need Anthony Davis to play with some force, some aggression. There we go. Right back at you. Boom! Mama, there goes that man. Staffordless. Steph said, I'm him. Right back. I got that in my bag. You know, that boy Curry is a bad man. Oh, they were like, we gonna get this ball to Curry. Curry, come on, Curry. Get you that MVP, Curry. Get you that MVP. It's good night. Is it good night? It's 1 minute and 18 seconds left. Let's see. Curry's like, listen, those other games matter. This one matters. Did they take him off the court for defense? Looked like he went off. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, he's off the court. Fournier. Blocked by Anthony on Fournier. Oh, no. He got the separation. No good. Outbound off France. Here we go. 56 seconds away from another goal for USA. 93-84. US on top. It's night. Okay, Davis, I'll take all that back. You got 4 blocks? Yeah. We know they robbed you of that defensive player of the year. Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year, not even on the floor. Not even on the floor. Now you tell me how he's defensive player of the year. Woo-hoo. Victor Wembanyama just knocked down that 3. Wemby is here, man. Wemby got now. He got now.
He gets his feet set. He gets a little time. Doesn't have to rush. It's money.
Yeah, it's night for France. They played a great game, though. This was a great game. 43 seconds. Steph gonna go for another one? Oh my God! Night. You gotta give Steph MVP. Night. Nice, Davis. Night, friends. Night, y'all. But when it mattered, US showed up. My God. When you get that man, Steph, it's pretty quiet in there. It's pretty. Come on, Steph. Come on, Steph. Greatness. Listen, they might be old, but they still great. Fournier is all busted up. You gotta get that man off the court. He busted up. Oh, they were in a war. Somebody go check on France. They all busted up. Oh, and the steal. Come on, Steph. Come on, Steph. Come on, Steph. Curry, why you didn't pass the ball? 3.3 seconds. He was like, yeah, you can get that jump ball. Great job, Team USA. Great job down the stretch. Oh, I was worried. I ain't gonna lie. I was worried. USA playing with their food. Another goal for USA. Them boys did their thing. I'm giving the MVP to Steph. Who we giving the MVP to? So here's the breakdown. First quarter, US 20, France 15. Second quarter, US 29, France 26. Third quarter, France won at 25-23. Fourth quarter, 26. USA, France 21. Let's go. Go on, get that man that MVP.
He talked about, he called it in 2022, right after his championship that they won in Boston, and he just got it. He went and got it.
Fifth straight gold medal for the USA men's basketball.
And they're going to walk with their hands tied in front of this hometown crowd. This night, once again, belongs to the USA, a fifth consecutive gold medal. 35 in the round, 36 in the Olympics. Steph Curry and company get it done and to beat the hometown team in the fence.
Man, that boy Wemby tall. Why is Wemby out here making the Rams look like he a point guard? Jeez. Durant might be right. Maybe he ain't 7 feet.
The U.S. has won 17 gold medals in men's basketball, 8 of the last 9. And those guys, the 3 leaders, close the deal. Ben Adebayo with his Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra. And don't discount Bam's role as a big, not just on this version of this team, but going forward. But that show, man, 4 threes.
Joel Embiid, I don't know if he wasn't healthy or what, but he didn't really show up in this game or any of the games. Steph Curry took over with those big time 3s. Steffordless. No matter what they did, Steffordless. I mean, he knocked down 3 after 3.
With all the Raptors out there and lights out.
Of the last 11 points, say he had 9 of them. Go on, Durant. Listen, these dudes might be old, but they still great. They're great. Oh, look at Shaqiri out there.
And of course, the women's team will have a chance to
I think the women's basketball is coming up next. Carl Anthony there.
But you really get a sense of what it means. 2 steps. And LeBron's level is what his.
Come on, I want to see MVP. I want to see who we giving the MVP to. Wemby played a hell of a game. Hell of a game. I do not like his haircut. He played a hell of a game.
Home country. Fabulous in this.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Guaranteed players. Some of the best they ever do it. Victor Wembanyama is as good as anybody in this game. Fabulous right throughout. The market was 5 in the gold medal game 3 years ago in Tokyo. The market was a little bit beefier in this one, but it was very tight down the stretch.
I mean, it was a nail biter down the stretch. Don't let that score fool you. It was a nail biter with 2 minutes left. It was 1 possession game.
When championship rings for Steph Curry, he has seen in those moments before, Steve Kerr will reach you all the time as well. To his unbelievable basketball resume of 9 NBA championships, 5 as a player, 4 as a head coach, and a gold medal as well. If you've seen anything in this tournament over the years, you have seen the world continuing to improve. And I can't help but think, as we watch this whole tournament, and especially watch how close the skating was, I have to think of the late NBA Commissioner David Stern and his vision with people like Dr. Jack Ramsey and my old basketball partner, Jimmy Brown, to take basketball around the world and grow the game. And it's continuing with things like basketball outdoors to Africa and all across the globe. And now we see great basketball. The U.S. dominance does continue in the 17th goal and into the last 9. This is a worthy celebration that these guys know.
They were in a battle. They were in a battle. Listen, the world is catching up, but it only makes for better basketball at the Olympics and other international events. So it's all good. The U.S. is not slipping either. That just means the game is more competitive. Not beat it.
The big part of it is for every one of the athletes. That's also one of the things that hits you. You've got guys who make millions, you've got superstars, you've got MVPs, players whose resumes are, if not,
Carmelo out there like, listen, I'm a part of the team. I'm not on the team, but I'm a part of the team.
For them, it matters. The sports that don't follow on side of the we saw that Scotty Scheffler and golf. We saw that with tennis.
Let's look at the Dogs score together. There's that man there, LeBron James. Can't say enough about that old man. And then the baby, Victor Wembanyama. Listen, he should feel proud. He did great. Did great today. He's been playing great for France. He's great for France. He's great for the NBA.
Silver medal performance for 6 straight games.
Victor Wembanyama had 26 points, 1 assist. 26 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. He hit 3 of 8 3-pointers. Hold on, Steph is talking.
Did it feel like that here tonight?
Yeah, this was a test. Obviously, France in the home building, you know they weren't going to quit, and they threw everything at us. There was a little bit of that, a new team like we have, even no matter how much talent we have, we got a little out of sorts down the stretch, turn all over, taking quick. Obviously, it was a big shot down or up 3 to put us up 6. That kind of settled everything, and then the rhythm, the avalanche came, and thankfully the other 3 went in. But that was an unbelievable moment. I've been blessed to play basketball at a high level for a very long time. I don't know, this very, very high in terms of the excitement and the sense of relief getting to the finish line.
You hit it, man. It's relief. It feels a lot of relief from you guys. But this, you said, this is your one chance to get this one thing, a gold medal. You got the championship rings. You're the best shooter in the history of the game. What does it mean to get an Olympic gold medal?
It is special. 2 years ago, when we won our last championship, this was going to be on the horizon and something that I was excited to go after. Anything you sign up for, any mission that you take on, like, you give everything you have. These last, for me, I didn't miss the playoffs. I've been preparing for a long time. These last 5 weeks together with this group, it's been nothing but 1, 2, 3 gold. That's all we've been saying. So for us to finally accomplish that, for me to get a gold medal is insane. And I thank God for the opportunity to experience it.
For the millions of us who will never feel what you feel in a big spot, when you hit that first 3, we're going to show some of the 3s you hit here down the stretch. What is it like when you get the ball back in your hand and you know you're cooking?
It's just get to your spot and just be under control. I think you taking those type of shots countless times in the gym, and we have a rhythm. It's just being decisive. We had times because we weren't decisive, what we're trying to do. But I knew if I got to my spot and I can knock, get a good release on it, I'll be able to knock it down. You live with the results, a lot of faith in it. You just let it go, and you live with the results, and eventually the work to go.
The last one was vintage step back off the left foot, by the way.
That's the heat when you're a little tired, too. So thank you.
Don't join your teammates. You got a gold medal coming around your neck. Thanks, Steph.
Thanks, Mike.
Steph Curry joining us after another unbelievable performance, the gold medal game for the U.S. And here are the two games: 60 points, 17-6 from three. And there's a scouting report with the LeBron, with the KD. But there's one thing: do not let him get going. And he got going. 5-20 those first four games. 17-26 in the last year. We'll hear from Steve Curry, Dr. Brooke Stevenson, and we'll hear the United States getting their gold medals as we continue. Here is that. The USA for the 52nd time winning the gold. Won the last time in that 11-point game. Steph Curry carried the team when it mattered the most. Gold medal.
Holy cow, man, what's going on? Bro, him is the king. We call ourselves.
All right. They're out on break. But listen, let me tell you, this was a game. This was a nail biter. That score doesn't really reflect what the game was. This was a nail biter all the way through. The U.S. didn't have moments where they would pull away, but France would reel them right back in. And with about 2 minutes left in regulation, in the time to play, it was a one-possession game. And I was truly, truly, truly nervous, but still, this word I'm looking for. But still somehow knew that the U.S. would pull away. And pull away they did. Steph down the stretch was effortless, amazing. I mean, all of the words that you want to throw at that. I mean, he was just hitting big time threes after big time threes after big time threes. He hit, I think, four in the last of the last 11 points that Team USA scored. Steph had 9 of them. At the end of it, Devin Booker leaked out for 2 points. So that's how that lead got stretched. And I'm not sure if they give MVPs or not for this game, for these Olympic Games. But let me tell you, man, Bron has been carrying it, but Steph really pulled it out. And I'm all about Bron. So if I'm telling you Steph pull it out, I would have to give it to him because this is the final game, the game. He did that. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Victor Wembanyama, oh, man, the guy was great. Had some of us, France, other players stepped up, we would have seen a different result, I believe. Nicolas Batum didn't really do anything as far as offense. Actually, nobody else, as far as offense, did anything significant other than Yabusele and Victor Wembanyama. And Yabusele was, I mean, if I can say he was even better than Victor Wembanyama, believe me, I don't understand how this dude is not in the NBA. But I guess it's all about how you fit with whatever team pick you up. But I promise you, Yabusele will be getting calls from them. Steve Kerr is speaking. Let's jump back into that.
Not the most incredible group of players. They were also unselfish throughout this whole thing. For all the noise, all the pressure. I think we might be the only team in the world whose fans are ashamed of them if they get a silver medal. And that's the pressure that we face. But our players, and you saw Steph, they love the pressure. They appreciate this atmosphere, and they were fantastic.
You have seen Stephen Curry in a lot of different moments, on a lot of different stages. What do you think of the way he showed up in this moment today?
It's right up there with all of the greatest games of his career. The shot making was just incredible. But under the circumstances, on the road in Paris against France for a gold medal, this is storybook stuff. But that's what Steph does. He likes to be in storybooks.
Congrats, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And watch this, Steve, right here.
See that next down there at the end? That's what it feels like. Steve was in here with us a couple days ago and talked about having this job is a responsibility, a weight you almost feel until it ends. If you think back over the years, so the great.
All right. While we wait for them to get their medals, let's look at let's get back to looking at how the individual players perform. Like I said, for France, other than Victor Wimby and Yabusele, nobody else really showed up as far as offense is concerned, right? You have Nicolas Batum. He had 5 points. 5 points in a closeout game, if you will, in a gold medal game. 5 points? Nah. I was surprised to see Frank Ntilikina was starting. So let's talk about Rudy Gobert. Somebody's going to have to explain to me how Rudy Gobert is the defensive player of the year down the stretch when you need defense and stuff. This man is on the bench. So I don't understand. So, and let me look at Rudy's number. Rudy Gobert shot 1 for 2 field goal. Rebounds, 3 rebounds. Assists, 1 assist, 2 fouls. Explain to me how Rudy Gobert is the defensive player of the year. Let's look at blocks, the things that matter. So the things that matters for defensive player of the year are blocks, steals, and rebounds. Rudy had 0 blocks. He did have 2 steals, and he had 3 rebounds. How is he the defensive player of the year? Also in defensive player of the year, and yes, I am ranting about that because I didn't see it. I didn't see how Rudy got to be defensive player of the year. So there's that. Who else showed up for France? Like I said, nobody else showed up for France. Nobody else at all showed up for France. So let's go to the U.S. And since I'm ranting about Rudy Gobert, I'm going to rant about Anthony Davis coming off the bench. Joel Embiid got the start, but he really didn't play a lot in this game. Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo really carried that center position in this game. So Anthony Davis, let me make sure I highlight it for you guys. I'm trying to highlight just that, but there we go. So Anthony Davis, he had 8 points. He also had 2 fouls. He had 4 blocks. He had 3 steals and rebound. Rudy Gobert is not no defensive player of the year. Stop playing. Bam Adebayo. Let's look at Bam's numbers. So Bam Adebayo, he had 2 points, but Bam was really effective. He didn't have any blocks or any steals either, but he was effective on the defensive side of the ball. But like in my results, I had Anthony Davis, and outside of Anthony Davis as the defensive player of the year, next up for me was Victor. Period. But let's move off of that and let's talk about the players and their contributions for USA. Kevin Durant. Kevin had 15 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. And he went 3 for 9 from deep. LeBron James, he had 14 points. He had 5 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. But he was great with being the captain on the floor. He had 1 block, 1 steal. He had double digits assists. So I tell you, he was the guy, and he has been the guy with the greatest point guard out there is in Steph Curry. You know, a lot of people say the greatest point guard. With the greatest point guard out there, LeBron was the distributor of the ball. He was the point guard out there. He had 10 points. 10 assists and 6 rebounds. He went 1 of 2 from 3. And 6 of 10 from the field. And if I didn't say it, Durant went 5 of 12 from the field. All right, let's jump down to Steph Curry. Listen, when it mattered in those last 2 minutes, when they needed to close out, Steph showed up. And he showed up in the way he always do and in the way no one else can with that 3 ball. So Steph had 24 points, he also had 5 turnovers. Wow, I didn't even see them. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't see Steph turnovers, and I think I seen 1 or 2 of Braun turnovers. No, Steph had a really a costly turnover in the last minutes of regulation. But he had 24 points, 2 steals, 5 assists, 1 rebound, and he went 8 of 13 from deep. He was 8 of 14 from the field. That's Steph. I mean, if you had one word to describe Steph, it would be three-pointer. That's it. That's how you would describe him. Devin Booker was great for them tonight. I mean, all of the starters except for Joel Embiid, but I'll get to him. Devin Booker had 15 points, 4 personal fouls, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. And he was 2 of 4 from 3, 6 of 9 from the field. Now the starting center, Joel Embiid. I really do believe Joel Embiid is hurt. I mean, because nothing else can explain why Joel Embiid looked the way he looked. So Joel Embiid has to be hurt, no question. And he needs to, whatever he needs to do to get healthy, he needs to just take a break and go get healthy, because he did not look good. He was holding his hands. I mean, he just did not look good. But let's talk about it, what he did. He contributed 4 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And he didn't take a 3. He was not a threat with the 3-point on the outside like he could be. So Jason Tatum, he didn't get in the game much. He had 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 points, 4 rebounds. He was 0 for 1 from the field. He took 3 field goals. He was 1 of 3. Who did I miss? Oh, Anthony Edwards. How can I miss them? Let me talk about Anthony Edwards again. This was a game where the star players, the players that you know you could rely on, were there doing their things. And this was going to be their game to win or their game to lose. And this is probably the last time for them. So what this gives people like Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, this gives them the experience and to watch and learn how to lead a team and how to really work together in cohesion. So this is what this gave them. So for Anthony Edwards, he put up 8 points, 3 steals. Sorry, let me make sure I'm looking at Anthony Edwards. Yeah, that's not him with the 3 steals. So he put up 8 points and he had 1 rebound. He was 3 of 7 from the field and 2 of 3 from 3-point land. And last but not least is Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday would come in now and again for LeBron to give him some rest. He had 6 points. He had 4 steals and 1 rebound. And that's really how they won the game, just by everybody contributing. Even the bench players, you know, they don't jump off the page, but when they needed to come in, well, except for Anthony Davis, who I don't understand why they started Bam Adebayo, but in the end, it didn't matter. But yeah, from the bench, Anthony Davis showed up for them from the bench. He had 8 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, and 4 huge blocks. Like, you can't ask for I mean, even as a starter, that outstanding. But to get that from Anthony Davis off the bench, come on, Anthony. I need to see that in LA. I need to see it every night. Yes, I know I do see it, but you know, we take games off. So Anthony Davis, we are going to need to see this type of performance. Joel Embiid, for you, man, go on, get healthy. Go on and get healthy. You shouldn't have been out here. I've watched the games and you just have not looked yourself. You did not look good. You definitely did not look good in the gold medal game. I don't know. But that was the game. And for me, the MVP would be Steph Curry. And for me, even though Victor Wembanyama played his tail off, his behind off, I would still give it to Yabusele. Yabusele going to have a couple of NBA teams calling for him. That man, he is a presence. He is a presence you have to respect. Let's go back and see what they're talking about.
Yeah, Dwayne, he was not afraid, right? I mean, he had that putback off of miss to make it 82-79. Then he banged down a 3 to keep it a 2-possession game in the 5 minutes. guy not afraid on a floor with the best players and a bunch of future Hall of Famers. Take a big picture because you watched all these teams in this tournament, and we've been talking about this now for a while. The U.S. always walked in as the favorites. Steve Kerr said it very well. The U.S. wins silver, fans are disappointed. Is the gap close enough now that the teams from around the world are just as good, if not just a tick behind USA basketball?
Well, I think we've been respecting the rest of the world since 2004, since we lost and we won a bronze medal in 2004. And every year, they get better and better and better. The game grows around the world. It's exposed. Everyone has an opportunity. You can't do anything anymore. We get to see it all. So just sit here watching Serbia. Even though they won a bronze, they didn't win a gold. They will be back in 4 years. Watching this France team, watching Canada. This is their first together. They will be back in 4 years. Watching Germany. So yes, there's 68 NBA players in this field alone, and it will probably be more in another 4 years. So the world is all good at the game of basketball. It is the U.S. game. We continue to keep dominating the game when it comes to gold medals, but it's not going to be easy. This is not 1992. Everybody need to get that out their minds. This is a different day.
And let me ask you one last one, because this is one of those games where anybody who hoops was watching the game.
Yeah.
What would be your message to the young players who are American-born players about style of play and developing a complete game as you get ready to make these steps along the way, as opposed to the one-on-one culture? Is it entertaining? It's great to watch, but sometimes doesn't lead to the best team basketball when you get moments like this.
But you just said it, Mike. It's develop a complete game. You know, obviously, in our culture, it's all about scoring. Everyone loves to show scoring. Everyone loves to show dunks. But to play at this level, you have to be able to play a complete game. You have to be able to do a little bit of everything. But what you also need to do is you're going to have a big ego to bring you here, but you're going to have to learn how to tuck that ego and check that ego to be a part of this team.
You mean like a guy named Wade who could back people down and take out the dribble, shoot threes? I always get dirty on defense too. Hey, we enjoyed listening to you. It was like you were just watching the game, forgot you were on TV. You would know I had us laughing here in the studio the whole time. Great hanging with you. I hope you enjoyed it, man.
Thank you, brother. I had a great time. I'm a little sad that it's over, but I just had an amazing time. Thank you. Thank NBC for this opportunity.
It was awesome. Wade, gold medalist in his own right. Basketball Hall of Famer joining us. Enjoyed listening to him on the call of these games throughout this tournament. And accompanying to start the trend. U.S. gold won by 11 over France. We got that ceremony. Start Spangled Banner as we continue.
Yeah, just so you guys know that's hanging with us. We're gonna be live until the ceremony is over, the medal presentation ceremony, and we hear that Star Spangled Banner national anthem come on.
Those are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
So let's talk about what this game, winning this game, meant for the players that were a part of Team US. Steph, for instance, I didn't use Steph. This is his first and probably will be his last Olympic Games. So I didn't know, and to go out and to finish in the way that he finished, to close out the game, which was a nail biter game. I'm saying, like, don't look at this score. This score is by Steph. The dude had 9 of Team USA's last 11 points, and before then, it was a nail biter. It was literally a 2-possession game. So he did his thing. I think this is going to do major for his legacy. You know, I think this is going to be major for his legacy. And as far as the next person to talk about is really LeBron James, what this means for him. I mean, he was everything we know him to be. You know, he was that leader. You know, he carried them. Even though you had the greatest, who some have crowned the greatest point guard out there on the floor with them in that starting 5, and Steph Curry was the distributor. LeBron was the point. I mean, they have, let's see what they have by his name. I know they have power forward or forward by his name. No, with Devin Booker and Steph Curry out there, LeBron was the point guard out there. And not just for this game, for most of the games. In the first of this game, Bron was carrying them. I mean, he was carrying them. defensively, getting steals like this. The dude is just great, you know. He's great with and not like getting like the steal and you know he gets the ball, but causing the steal, being very disruptive, being so alert. You know, at his advanced age, man, I'd be coming in and out. And I'm not saying that like man is 40, but you know, basketball is a young man's game, or so they had us believing. You know, because they kicked them out the league when they turned about 28 to 30, they trying to push them out. But he shows you what dedication to your craft look like. You know, consistent dedication and discipline looks like. You can do this thing at 40, but you got to be dedicated. You got to be disciplined. You got to come to work like this your first day of work every day. So what does this mean for Bron's legacy? No, I really don't know. I really don't know, because I mean, some of us already crowned him the greatest ever. But I guess this just puts that extra stamp on it, you know, that extra sprinkle on top, because magnificent. And to do it at this age, with the caliber of players that he had, you know, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, Edwards, everybody, when the NBA starts, everybody talks about how LeBron used to placate to Anthony Davis. Anthony need no team like that. Who are we kidding? We need to be real about that. You can't just give the game, give the team over to somebody that's not ready. And it's not, I don't think it's that LeBron is not allowing him to be ready. I just think that's just not the type of player he is. He can be aggressive, he can be dominant, but as far as a leader and leading men, come on, nah. I think LeBron will be, that's what his legacy is. He will go down as one of the greatest leader of men in NBA history. When you think about the teams that he's led to the teams that he's led to the championships, the teams that he's led in playoffs, yeah, he'll go down as one of the greatest leaders of men in NBA history of any team. That's why he can go to any team and be an impact. That's why he can go to any team and immediately that team is a threat to win it all. Okay, I think the ceremony is the ceremony coming up. They got Scottie Pippen there. Oh, your boy Draymond Green made it out there. Him, Carl Anthony, bunch of people out there. So let's go back. Let's see if that's coming up now. I see it on the TV, but it still says coming up. Okay, they still got some time. So yeah, that will be his legacy. For Kevin Durant, I don't know that this did anything much to advance or take away from his legacy. You know, Kevin Durant, still one of the greatest scorers of all time, has proven that. I don't think this game or the Olympic Games period, I don't think they change much of that. I don't think they move him up or move him down. Kevin Durant was Kevin Durant. He did what we expected him to do. Joel Embiid, I do think this takes away from Joel Embiid. And it's unfortunate because it takes away from him, his performance, the way the French crowd was booing him because he decided to play for Team USA. You shouldn't boo him. You should cheer him, because Joel Embiid was literally a non-factor throughout the entire Olympic Games that they played. Literally a non-factor. So yeah, to me, this takes away from him. This did not show Joel Embiid. This did not show the talent that we know Joel Embiid to be at all. It did not show that. So yeah, this hurt his status. I wouldn't say his legacy, because he's still a young cat. He's still a young man, you know. So I mean, but he's broken down all the time. So you never know. He might need to get with Bron and figure out what's really going on, you know, body wise, and how to maintain. If I was any young player, I would definitely be getting with Bron and say, listen, show me how you do this. Is it just mental? Is it something that you're doing with your physical self? Is it the way you eat? Is it the way you sleep? What is it? But Joel Embiid did not look good. He did not shine his brightest. Actually, as a matter of fact, he was shown in a dim light. So yeah, this did not help him at all. But I think it's really because he's just not well. He didn't look well, you know. He looked like a hurt player. He moved like a hurt player. He was on the bench for most of it. Devin Booker. I don't think this did anything to advance Devin Booker as well. You know, Devin Booker, he came in, made some big time shots, but I don't remember. It's not memorable for me for Devin Booker. Jason Tatum, not memorable at all. The only thing that's memorable from Jason Tatum being on this team, and this is no slight to Jason Tatum. This was a narrative that was put out there that Jason Tatum is mad because he's on the bench and because he was the on the championships. So, you know, so he should have been in the starting lineup. But I think they knew exactly what they need. They knew every player out there could play, but they need players that can lead and players that can follow direction. Not that he can't, but this was more for them to be learning. I feel like Devin, even though Devin Booker was in the starting lineup, but people like Tatum and Edwards, this was there for them to get experience, because in the next 4 years in LA, they're going to need to show up big time, and they're going to have to learn that leadership role from them. So if Bron is not there in 4 years, let's see, 1 second. I think if Bron is not there in 4 years, Steph is not there in 4 years, Kevin Durant is not playing in 4 years for the Olympics, and which is going to be in California, by the way. Who's up next? Who's that leader? Who's that leader? That's why I would have liked to see maybe 1 or 2 more of the young players on the team instead of somebody say like Holiday. Do I know his effectiveness on the team? And what's his name from Boston? But yeah, for them, I think this is all a learning experience, and I think this was great for them. This is great for Booker, Tatum, and Edwards, because they got next. You can't call up the Avengers. You got to come with what you got, and you've seen the international game. The international game is right there, and the international game is right there because a lot of these teams are loaded with stars and superstars, or NBA players that have been in the NBA, like Abaseli, that just did not find his fit, and he will be getting a call or 3 or 4 or 5 from teams. Shoot, LA should go ahead and give him a call. They should definitely go ahead and give Abaseli a call. If I was Bron, I'd be working that, because they did terrible in the off season as far as adding to their squad, and also in the draft. But they didn't have anything. You know, they drafted what they had, the next best. So yeah, I don't think this game wasn't really memorable for me. It doesn't do anything for Tatum status, Booker status, Edwards status, Holiday status. Anthony Davis, I think, did something for him because it shows what he's been talking about. He's been talking about how the NBA has been giving him the shaft when it comes to Defensive Player of the Year. And when you compare him to the Defensive Player of the Year, not just in this game, mind you, his numbers jump off the page. I mean, traverse Rudy Gobert NBA numbers. But yet and still, they gave it to Rudy Gobert. But I think they said it's funny. They said the criteria for Defensive Player of the Year: steals, block, and rebounds, and defensive rebounds to be, for example, Anthony Davis numbers. I mean, far superior than Joel Embiid's numbers. Actually, not Joel Embiid, but Rudy Gobert. But yet and still, they gave it to Rudy Gobert. And maybe because, you know, we were going to be in Paris for the Olympics. But anyways, but getting back to what we was talking about as far as the game, the international game being right there with the NBA game, I really do think it's right there. It's right there, and it's been right there. You know, they haven't blown away any teams like that. I mean, South Sudan, Look at them boys and what they could do. And I think it looks that way, and it's not. I think I should restate that, because I think it looks more that way because these guys, they play together, they practice together. When it comes to the USA team and basketball, no matter what you say, it's a team sport. And they don't get to practice until they get ready to go to the team. Okay, the ceremony is coming up, so let's listen.
Basketball competition, which began in Rio and then moved to Paris. This ceremony is happening. You have representatives of the IOC and also sometimes even the sport governing bodies. And enjoy basketball in the States.
Mr. Paul Gasol.
Paul Gasol, the great star from Spain, who has become an IOC member. We listen in here to the presentation of the medals. To the U.S., France, and Germany.
Médaillé de bronze, représentant la Serbie. Bronze medalist representing Serbia.
Serbia beat Germany earlier today. The bronze medal game 93-83 after their great matchup with the United States. With their medals from Paul Gasol, you'll hear each player as well. In case you've been wondering, if you watch any of these medal ceremonies, you see, whether it's during the national anthem or the medal ceremony itself, you see these athletes all after they get their medals holding a box. What's in the box? We've been asking the same thing after the first couple of days of the game, and those guys apparently are asking the same thing right now. What's in the box? They're posters to commemorate the time here, the medal won as well. I'm sure many of the athletes will have those framed as memories and keepsakes from this time here. And if you've been with us the last couple of weeks, you've heard us mention multiple times these medals, a small piece of the Eiffel Tower in them as well. And every athlete who's come to visit us here in the studio, their first comment is, they're heavy. These guys can handle it, but the great memory of the accomplishments here in Serbia Women's basketball said this made a great reception. Warm applause for Serbia and Nikola Jokic as France is introduced for their silver medal in front of their fans.
Médaillé d'argent représentant la France. Bilal Koulibaly. Matthew Sutton. Victor Wembanyama. Rudy Gobert. Mathias Detor. Donto Zucolo. Evan Fournier. Isaiah Cortillier.
Yabasile, they're chanting MVP for him. French crowd thinks it too.
Nicolas Batum. Gina.
And saw with the sword on the back of his Palestine flag draped over his shoulders as well. We were certainly conscious of space regarding the Middle East conflict from athletes involved in these games. We also hear the fans singing in.
Listen, the fans in the stadium, they're singing the national anthem. They're like, we gonna get our national anthem played. Frank Ntilikina. I hadn't seen him in 100 years.
What they have accomplished here. France winning the silver for the second straight year. Was in the most games.
Man, their uniforms look good.
Here today. And at the top,
Médaille d'or et champion olympique représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique. Gold medalist representing the United States of America.
Not the synchronized step up. Those boys look good.
Derek White. Tyrese Halliburton.
Forgot about Tyrese Halliburton as well.
Didn't play much, but certainly in the future of USA basketball.
Jason Tatum.
There's a future.
Or early in the first half, didn't play much for me. Seemed like Halliburton.
Oh man, they're booing the crap out of Joel Embiid. They should be cheering. Joel Embiid was not effective at all.
Talk the conversation, many conversations that he would be part of this first team in the lead up to the games of last year. Plus, that's a guy over kids from Bahama is so important to the blue guy on this team, and so good big moments too.
AD.
One of the shades coaches don't get medals in the Olympics, but it's a part of their resume forever, and they know it and have a great appreciation for the players. And very often, the players from Team USA will make sure that they put the medals around the head coach, so they get their picture with the gold medal around their neck as well. And I loved it when Steph encouraging the chant now. And Steph got the medal and did the handshake, just kind of looked at the medal that he's been thinking about for a long time, getting around his neck. How about being the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards? Minnesota Timberwolves, rising star in the league. At this moment in one game where the other guys who he has idolized much, just letting him go, put up a ton of points. There he is standing with Steph and LeBron as he becomes a gold medalist for the first time. Seventeenth time, Team USA men's basketball gold medalist. The 8th time in the last 9 Olympic Games.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne des États-Unis d'Amérique. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the anthem of the United States of America.
For the 30th time in these games, Star Spangled Banner is played at the United States gold medal in Indianapolis. U.S. women's basketball team, I believe, favored to be in that very spot that they take on France, the gold medal game, looking for their 8th consecutive Olympic gold. There they are, the Olympic champions. Team USA. Terrific basketball game against France. Gold medal comes back one more time to America in men's hoops. For many of you, local leaders is coming up. Last time attack, 8-7 Central.
All right, and that's it. That's all she wrote. The U.S. has won its 17th Olympic gold medal. It was a joy to watch. But listen, I like that. I like that the international players are right there with them. It makes for great basketball. Nobody likes a lopsided basketball. But I want to thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We are going to be covering the ladies' game, the women's basketball game that's coming up next. So do join us. Let me go prep for that. See you on the other side.